Title: The blindsided realtor Corey had been a real estate agent in the bustling city of Rivertown for nearly a decade. Known for his charm and expertise, he navigated the intricate world of property transactions with ease. On a chilly December morning, just a few days before Christmas, Corey's phone buzzed with a new client alert. The name flashed on the screen: Matt Thompson. Matt was a relative newcomer to Rivertown, but he had a promising job offer that would soon make him a permanent resident. Corey arranged a meeting at his office to discuss Matt's requirements for a home. As he prepared for the meeting, he couldn't shake an odd feeling as if he was being watched. The appointed hour arrived, and Matt appeared at Corey's office, looking slightly nervous but friendly. They exchanged pleasantries, and Corey quickly found himself drawn into the conversation about Matt's ideal home. But something felt off, and Corey found himself probing deeper, trying to uncover the man's intentions. Then came the unexpected moment that would change everything. Just as they were finishing up, the door swung open, and in walked Amber, Corey's wife. She looked radiant, unknowingly stepping into a scene that would unravel their lives. Matt's face lit up, and he rushed forward, enveloping her in a familiar embrace. Corey's heart sank. "Amber? What are you doing here?" he asked, trying to mask the brewing storm in his chest. "We were just looking at houses together." "Isn't that right, Matt?" she said brightly, unaware of the tension swirling around them. Corey's mind raced. Had they been meeting behind his back? Was this a cruel twist of fate or mere coincidence? He glanced at Matt, who was clearly uncomfortable but refusing to back down. As the conversation drifted to discussing property listings, Corey feigned interest, his pulse thumping in his ears. His eyes flicked back and forth between Amber and Matt. They laughed as if sharing an inside joke. The more they conversed, the more Corey felt like an outsider in his own life. He had to get to the bottom of it. After their meeting, Corey's instincts urged him to follow them. He climbed into his car, the cold December air biting at his face as he trailed them through the city. His mind raced with questions. What was their connection? What were they discussing in private moments? With every turn, doubt consumed him. They pulled up to a charming house, and Corey parked a few blocks away, watching as Amber and Matt examined the property with laughter and bright smiles. Corey's hands clenched the steering wheel tightly, jealousy and betrayal boiling in his heart. Suddenly, Amber leaned in, and Matt whispered something into her ear. She gasped, her eyes widening, and Corey's breath caught in his throat. Something was happening here that he wasn't part of, and it made him furious. He decided to confront them. As he approached, he heard the tail end of their conversation. Matt was revealing plans for their future together, plans that Corey never knew existed. Rage surged through him as he stepped into view, interrupting their moment. "What the hell is going on here?" he snapped, his voice sharp and filled with disbelief. Amber turned, her face pale, while Matt stood frozen, caught between confrontation and flight. Amber stammered, "Corey, I can explain." But Matt interjected, "Listen, man, this isn't what it looks like. What isn't it? You're out here buying houses and making plans behind my back." Corey shot back, his voice echoing in the air. The silence hung thick between them, tension cracking like ice. As both men confronted each other, a car pulled up behind Corey and a couple exited, glancing at the scene unfolding before them. In that moment of distraction, Corey glanced back at Amber, and he saw a flicker of something unrecognizable in her eyes. Was it guilt? Was it regret? Or was it all part of a secret he had never been privy to? "Let's talk privately, away from here," he suggested, lowering his voice. They stepped aside, tension heavy in the air. But as he stared into Amber's eyes, hoping for clarity, he couldn't shake off the feeling that the truth was more sinister than he had imagined. The Christmas lights blinked in the distance, illuminating a path that would either lead to redemption or destruction. Corey realized he would have to dig deeper into this tangled web of betrayal to uncover not just the truth about Matt, but about his wife as well. The real estate market may have been his profession, but navigating the complex terrain of his personal life was a challenge he never anticipated. Would he uncover the secrets lurking beneath the surface, or would they cost him everything he held dear? The suspense lurked like a shadow, whispering that the worst was yet to come.